Alright, it's Labor Day weekend, it's early. I'm gonna go down and try and catch the sunrise on some cool trails. But I've been rolling this idea around in my head since a conversation with a special somebody about these little videos called Healthy Habits. So this morning we're gonna start, and it all starts in the head. It all starts in your mind. An active lifestyle all comes from right here, all up here. So years ago I did some bad things with my current wife, and I paid the price, and I learned a lot of lessons, and I changed. We separated for a little while, and she came back, and then, you know, there's a lot of animosity or whatever, and I don't know, I just keep trying to do whatever I can to make her stay, you know. Yeah, every year, every couple of years she leaves, and we've been married for almost a decade now. And really and truly, I mean, this last couple of years I thought it all was just down to money. Like, I just didn't make enough money to make things go happy for her, because that was the number one complaints: health insurance, money, not doing enough stuff on the weekends. And so I just worked myself into a slump where I was gaining weight, couldn't really get healthy. Still wasn't working enough hours to get ahead either. And she left again a couple months ago. So yesterday and this morning I've done a lot of praying and thinking, and it just came to me, you know, man, it all starts in your head. You can't make her stay. She obviously is leaving and blocking you and telling you, hey, you're not good enough for me, and nothing you do is going to be good enough for me. You know, you annoy me or whatever. The blocking thing is just crazy, man. Like, we're adults, talk about issues, you know, a couple days or whatever, but yeah, whatever. That's all just, it is what it is. But all the healthy habits start in your mind. So you got to do it for you. So I've been doing pretty good for a couple months. I've lost a lot of weight. I've grown some serious muscle mass, and maybe I'll start taking you all along on my journey. But we're going to start with the first things this morning. It's the mind. So I have to realize, hey man, if I'm not good enough for her, I'm not good enough for her, but I still have to live this life, and I have to be good enough for me. So we've worked a lot of hours this summer. We've done some cool stuff at work. We've gotten better shape, and we really are doing some cool stuff for me. I was hoping it was for us, but apparently it's just going to be for me, and that's fine, because I still have to do it for me. So yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, if you guys have been in the same boat before, you know, do you hope they come back? Yes, if you really love them, you hope forever that they'll come back. But it comes to a certain point in time where you just have to realize, man, I'm worth trying harder. I'm worth doing everything I can, even if it's just for me. So, I mean, I guess it gets to the point where, you know, maybe someday they'll think you were good enough, or realize how much you really did love them and care, and come back. But, I mean, you can always hope, but can you hold your breath? I mean, probably not. Probably not that long. So let's go do some healthy habits. Let's start them healthy habits. Just remember, it all starts up here, because this has been 2.5 months of developing this and starting to develop this body. So all these healthy habits start in your head. Let's get it. All right. Starting to get daylight. We've made it to Jordan's Journey trailhead. Little trail that goes in and out all these little sloughs right on Lake Jordan. Pretty cool little place. But so for today's gear, we have the Ultra 10.5 and the Coros Vertix 2. Other than that, just a t-shirt and some Nike Dry Fit shorts. We're gonna get out here and hit these trails. Pretty good trails. I like wearing the Ultra Olympuses out here, but I was doing some trail running last year here, and they get technical with the tree roots and stuff like that and rocks. Took some pretty good spills, so we're just walking today. So we're gonna try the Temp 5s. Saturday is my cardio rest day, so Saturday is the only day of the week that I don't run, and I also don't go to the gym on Saturday. So it's sort of just about enjoying life. And then after we get done with the hike, we will go buy some healthy food, because nutrients is 90% of an effective diet and exercise program. Still a little dark back here, but it's pretty. It's good for your mind. Just get out in the woods and walk for a little while. Beautiful, listen to the birds sing and enjoy life. All right. So a little bit about myself. Growing up, we moved to a really rough neighborhood when I was about 13, I guess. We were poor, very badly poor, my family was. My father was an alcoholic, pretty bad one. My mom was a very depressed person. I mean, I guess my father was a depressed person too. That's why he was an alcoholic. So I followed in their footsteps pretty good. Became addicted to substances at a young age. And that was pretty cool. Stayed addicted to them until a few years ago when I got all the help. That's a pretty cool little stack someone made there. Till a few years ago when all the stuff happened with me and my wife, I sort of got help with anger management and pretty much quit doing anything addicting, alcohol or drug wise. But I was like 315 pounds when I graduated high school. So I've always struggled with weight and self-image and stuff. And now I'm 42 years old, almost 43, in the best shape I've ever been in my life. So I sort of want to do whatever I can to encourage anybody else to get in shape and healthy and not addicted to stuff and not depressed. That's been a big battle with my whole life. Really, a lot of people that I know's whole life is just chronic, severe, maybe manic depression. That's sort of what leads to all the unhealthy life choices that most people I know make. Substances just sort of seem to be a way to pass the time, just to sit around and feel the way you want to feel. And overeating's a lot the same way, I guess. I mean, you can sit around and do that, or you can put a pair of shoes on and walk around and live. We woke up every day to live, not to be depressed. There's stuff to be unhappy about, but unhappy does not mean you have to be depressed. And it's took me well over 40 years to learn that lesson. So I want to do whatever I can to help people. Not guide, just help. Be encouraging. I want to show my love for the outdoors. I've always loved being outside. And I really do love physical fitness and nutrition too. I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert. But I do have a lot of fun. So that's going to be the point of these healthy habit videos. Show off a little bit of gear maybe. Maybe get some helpful criticism in the comments. I'm shooting all this right now on my iPhone, which is an older iPhone 13 mini, so don't be too critical on me. But you got something helpful to say it. I'm open to criticism. I don't mind it. But other than that, let's just enjoy life and fitness and actually living, getting up every day with a purpose, with or without somebody. I mean, just because you lose your partner
or people that you've had in your life for a very long time doesn't mean that you don't have a purpose anymore. I struggle with that a little bit lately myself. Both my parents are gone. My mom actually passed away from kidney failure, renal failure, from being diabetic, from type 2 diabetes, just because she was overweight. So it's never too late. There's always a reason to live. I mean, you can't just give up on life. Life didn't give up on you if you woke up today. So we gotta get some discipline and some motivation. We just gotta keep living. Gotta tell you guys about this app. I'm not sponsored by anybody by any means, but if you enjoy walking in the woods and you wonder what bird's making that sound, there's this cool app called Merlin on the App Store. It's free. They take donations to help or whatever, but Cornell Labs makes it, and it is amazing. I'll throw some screenshots from today's walk up, but basically just turn the microphone on and it'll record and listen for the birds and tell you what they are and how rare they are, how common they are, tell you about the bird, show you pictures so you actually know what you're looking for when you're looking for the bird making the noises, you know. But it's a cool app. Check it out. It's called Merlin. So we did 2 loops around Jordan's Journey, 6.47 miles, a little bit over 10 kilometers. Now it's time to go get some groceries, eat some food, spend some money. 2 more days off this weekend. Tomorrow we'll be running. Today was active recovery. So everybody stay motivated. Let's develop some healthy habits. Encourage and pray for the people around you. And just be happy and live. All right, so earlier I said nutrition is 90% of it. I use a nutrition tracking app called Chronometer, which I'm not affiliated with. I pay for it every month. It's one of the best things I think I've ever done. The main thing is don't lie. Like everything you eat or drink, track. I mean, if you don't put it in the app, if you think it's not a big deal, you're sort of just lying to yourself. Check out the quartz around here. It's beautiful. Lots of pink. But I try and consume a little bit over 200 grams of protein a day. I average eating between 1,700 and 2,500 calories a day. I average burning between 3,300 and 5,200 depending on the day. But with all the protein, I'm cutting fat, gaining muscle mass because I'm working out. And we're almost done with the cut. I don't think I can cut too much more. I'm getting pretty thin. So I have to start bumping the carbs up a little bit. But nutrition really is important. Use an app, use something, track it, and look at what you're actually eating. I'm telling you, once I started eating cleaner, my mindset got a lot better. I don't know, you just think clearer, you move faster. Everything gets better once you start tracking your nutrition and getting it dialed in. There's millions of experts out there. I'm not one. I just want to talk to y'all about the stuff that I've done in my life that I know works. Nutrition, killing laziness and bad habits of just sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself. Not blaming other people for your mistakes, just saying, yeah, I did it. I don't want to make the mistakes no more. Basically, just keep moving with everything. If something don't work, try something else. Develop them healthy habits.